concerned. Hold on. Does it work?
The button was blue.
Let's see. Maybe it work. Now it says we're live. But that doesn't tell me anything, though.
Oh.
Now it says error has occurred. Again. Wait a minute. I'm so confused. What does it show on your end?
Waiting.
It just shows waiting. I'm so confused. Why is it?
No. It's doing this.
Wait. Oh, we're actually live now.
Are we live now?
That's what it says. That's what it says. Or that's what Atheist T-Girl says. And it seems like other people say it as well. Okay, so everything seemed very broken. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. YouTube recently updated its stuff. So I haven't gone live in so long that, like, yeah, no, things are weird. But again, sorry I haven't been able to actually officially go live on my channel for a while. It's been a hell of a ride. You guys know the situations that have been happening, both with fixing the house and apparently a rescue mission that we had to man. That was interesting. And literally everything else that has been happening and going on. There's been the Logic collaboration, which was about a month of work and sleepless nights. That was interesting. Not counting the other stuff we have to do to make ends meet. So it's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting time. Also,
wait, you sleep?
I do sometimes. Also, it's funny that Jack mentioned me rebooting earlier, and he didn't even realize that, like, I have a migraine right now, so I actually tried rebooting. I actually plopped on the floor under the table for about 10 minutes and was just like, wake me up in 10 minutes, guys. I'm trying to get rid of this.
And then I tried to stick my finger in his ear.
That's weird. Please don't do that.
Oh, everybody, we have a new addition to the family.
We took them to Build-A-Bear.
Is Evie
We
in
have
Pokemon?
two new additions back here. These are mine.
And she smells like strawberries and she's got a heartbeat.
So, well, regardless of that, I have no issue with that. But that is not what we're here to talk about today. Today, normally we would be going over a response to somebody who is doing something horrible. So usually, I think we're 5 episodes into Biblical Gender Roles, and there could be some merit to doing a Biblical Gender Roles episode with everybody here. That would be neat, though I would...
Well, there's also a Biblical Gender Roles article on abuse.
Fair, and that's something that we might actually end up doing. That'll probably be next Monday.
That'll probably be next Monday.
Yeah, where we'll be having to film this in a different location.
Yeah.
Because we'll be watching over a house that's right next to our house. So you guys will actually be able to see the place that we've got in kind of an abstract way. So, but that's besides the point. Biblical Gender Roles will come back. Hammered Out will come back. We've just had too much going on. Sometimes it's easy. Like, even though it takes me less time to do a live stream because it's only an hour to an hour and a half of work based on if I'm not having to do research beforehand, it's still easier to produce an episode the day before and then have it up for you guys than it is to do a live stream half the time. Even though those take more time, if I'm in a situation where I'm having to go between states, or if I'm having to run down to the house that we're trying to work on, it doesn't leave a whole lot of room to actually sit down and get a live stream on and present for an hour to an hour and a half. So as much as that sucks, because I really like being able to hang out with you guys, it's not been a thing I've been able to do that much recently. Also,
somebody asked if we were a poly family.
Well, me and Pam are. Aaron is not. Aaron is not dating us.
Aaron is just a sweet little child that we hug and love.
Also, Atheist T-Girl said all 3 of you are very brave as a $2 super chat. So 1, thank you for the super chat, and 2, we did everything under the cover of night. So call it brave, call it not, I don't care. We didn't end up actually encountering a lot of resistance the way that we thought we might, but luckily we planned it out in such a way that it happened undercover.
We literally had about 30 to 40 minutes of leftover time that we had to spare between when we could pick her up and when we couldn't pick her up.
Yeah, it was.
And you know what, Sean, okay, I know I'm the youngest, but that doesn't mean that she isn't the child because she's shorter than both of us.
I am the shortest one. I am also the
Hey, she is not more mature than me, okay? Listen here, Sean, you and I are gonna fight.
You guys can fight in Discord. Go ahead. That's fine. You've got plenty of time.
You see these 2 These 2 dragons are mine.
All the evolutions are mine, though. So.
I'm stealing the Umbreon.
No,
Hell no, that's
no, the
mine.
fuck you aren't.
No,
Don't even.
I'll steal the Umbreon to do this.
Yeah, Umbreon can get head pads, but it doesn't leave.
I'm not gonna leave.
Anywho, so, a few things we wanted to talk about. One, what we're going to be doing in the next few weeks, channel-wise. So, if you guys have already noticed, the thumbnails for the channel have changed. Originally, the thumbnails would feature me on one end, and I don't know if I trust that down there. I really don't.
Get out of the way of the fucking screen, dude.
I'm not having it down there,
Then
period.
get it out of the way of the fucking screen, dude.
Jesus.
Also, we are not a throuple. For someone in the chat, KD1S, we're not a throuple.
No.
It is me, Emmett, and Suris, and then her partner. And then she is just here because we saved her. And
Yeah, she's here. She's here by circumstance. We had to actually grab her out of an abusive situation. So, also Josiah Hansen said $2. This is for the SJ video. Thank you, Josiah. Although that video wasn't really a high production value video, that was just kind of outrage. So
that was the outrage.
Anyways, what I was saying about the thumbnails is the thumbnails have changed. Usually the thumbnails that you are used to for the past year have featured me on the left side and whoever I'm responding to on the right side, or just me if there's not somebody I'm responding to, or some variation of that. Usually, I've moved your phone over here because it was there when I tried to put that there.
My phone was there for a reason.
Do you want your phone?
Yes.
Okay, then you can stop interrupting me.
I'll interrupt you all you want. That's why I'm here.
That's fine. That's okay. I love you.
Yeah.
I
I love you too.
But anyway, third time I've had to restart the thumbnail thing. I'm not going to restart. Just going to say that you guys have been used to that type of thumbnail for a year. The thumbnails are changing, so I would like your feedback on what the thumbnails that we're currently using are like, because we have recently decided that I'm going to be just paying Emmett, Gaelic Knox, monthly to have thumbnails come to us. She tried to do them for free, and I didn't let that happen. So everybody badger her in the chat because she tried to give out art for free and no. So please. That said, looking at the chat there, Gaelic is... I do not see people hammering Emmett enough yet. We'll see. It'll happen though. Hopefully.
Please don't ever say that.
Oh
again.
God! Not that. No, that is not how I meant that.
I don't think I want a lot of people hammering Emmett. I don't think I want that.
I don't want that. No, protect the Emmett.
That was not how I meant that at all. Jesus. How dare you try to give her for free?
Call me out.
I need to go get food and shiz. All the best from Comrade Grayson. Thank you, Comrade Grayson. Yes, Emmett, I will call you out because I've said it before. You're an artist who does art for a living. Therefore, there are some circumstances I'll accept art for free, like when you gifted the avatar for the channel and when you did the animated intro. That I'm fine with. But the other stuff that I've done for commission, that I've paid for, that's paid for. The thumbnails that are a decently long project, that is being paid for. You're going to have to deal with the fact that you're getting paid for your work. Sorry, really no choice in the matter. That said, if you guys do want to support the thumbnails that are coming to the channel, then go ahead and go to her Patreon. I think it should be linked in the description below, but it might also not be. It might just be her her website for commissions. But if you want to get a commission from her, then that's something you can do as well, because, again, supporting the artist who's helping this channel get better. So please do that. That said, thumbnails out of the way, that's the first change that's happening. Secondly, I'm going to start trying, once we move into the house, to actually have my live stream scheduled at a guaranteed time, give or take. Right now, it's impossible, because right now, week to week, there's always something different that's happening with the new house that we're having to figure out. As an example, we're going to have to spend about 5 days and probably close to about $1,000 finishing up a room. because the house itself is not livable, but there is a patio area that does not have water damage that's this close to being finished. It just needs an outside weatherproof wall. It needs a insulated inside and inside walls so that we're not breathing in fiberglass. The electrical's already done in it, so that's, I think, $500 to $1,000 worth of materials. I'm not sure.
And the whole reason we're getting this room done specifically is because the projected time that the house would be done does not line up with when we need to be out of this apartment. So instead of staying in this apartment for another year, which would put us in a hole, we're just going to go ahead and finish that room and just move in and live out of that room.
While the rest of the house is getting renovated. So
Yeah.
this is going to be... It's going to be an interesting scenario, but it is going to be really the only option we have at the moment.
Especially since the cats hate the dog and the dog hates the cats.
So far, yes. But
she doesn't hate the cats.
she
The
just
dog
doesn't understand.
hate the cats.
She doesn't understand.
She doesn't understand, one, that they're okay, and two, with everything that Rip has gone through, Rip has become very defensive of me.
I've also become very cuddly towards Ripley. Not even going to lie. But, so with that situation going on, obviously my time on my channel is very sporadic. You've noticed that there's supposed to be 5 episodes a week. Every week has had about 4, sometimes 5 if it's lucky, usually closer to about 3 lately because I've not had time. I've not had the time or the ability, which sucks because this is my full-time thing and I want to give you guys content. In fact, actually, last month, I didn't charge for one of the weeks through Patreon because I only was able to release, I think, 2 episodes in that week. And if I'm only releasing 2 episodes in that week, I'm not charging people on Patreon because you guys are paying for all the episodes that are supposed to be there, not just the handful that I'm able to produce when that happens. So it sucks, but that is the situation here. Ocean says there's some challenges with that. Give me a call later and we'll talk it out a bit. There might be solutions available. Neko Girl says, did you give her my hugs? Yes, the minute that you sent that message, I gave Ripley more hugs. But yeah, Ocean, I'll give you a call once this stream is done, and we'll talk that out and figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, that is the situation that we're in as far as the house is concerned. We've cleaned most of the stuff out. We're going to be getting the estimation on what could possibly be our renovation price soon. That's going to be interesting because we started out with a budget of I think $15,000, and it's sitting at about $25,000 right now minimum because of all the water damage and black mold that we have found through cleaning everything out of that house. So that's been fun. That's been a very interesting endeavor, and I felt sick after getting out of that house sometimes. Like just not just like, oh God, everything was horrible, but like, oh God, breathing in hurts. So that's been fun. Being able to be here and not in the toxic, not quite ready for life house has been good.
Welcome, Oz, as thunder echoes throughout the sky with the sound of 1,000 tormented souls, for the great Oz has arrived. He already sent that message once and then added the cough cough, so I'm giving him his due.
Fine. That's fine, Oz. You get your due. Oz also did a request recently. His request has been a behind-the-scenes episode on what goes on the channel, which is going to be probably something that comes out this month or next month. I'm hoping this month, because that was actually his request for last month, but unfortunately, with everything that's been going on with the house, finding a time where I'm not just kind of secreting in an episode versus being able to have Pam, like, to the side with me with a camera filming me doing an episode, it's been hard to actually manage that. But that is a thing that's going to be happening because Oz had requested it, and he is a $50 patron, so once a month, he does get a video request. I also need to get some more Dangers of Woo episodes out, so if you guys have any Woo that you want to send me that you think needs to be debunked, addressed, or you have a loved one that is going through and thinking that, oh, this is great, then I will go ahead and see what I can do.
I sent you one. I told you about one the other day.
I know you sent me one, and I know I've got that book I need to read that's called I Cured My Arthritis, and I've also got one on Prosperity Ministries.
I Cured My Arthritis, Chapter 8. What is arthritis?
Yeah. Nah, it's interesting. But that was Twist's request, so I will be doing more of those as well, because his request was just more Dangers of Woo episodes than I was doing before. Before, I was only getting out one every 2 months or so. Just because they're more research-heavy episodes. They take longer. So.
And then later today on my channel, I will have an episode out.
Do you want to tell them what it's going to be about? Because it's an episode tangential to one that we're going to be doing as well. I believe, if it's the same one I'm thinking of.
The gaming one?
Yes, the one on
Yes.
Damien Proselytes.
So, Cyrus and I are going to be both doing a video on Damien. I can't pronounce last name, not going to try.
Fair. And by both doing a video, she means she's doing a separate video on her channel.
Yeah, we're doing separate videos, but we're responding to the same video. On where Damien, what was it,
Proselytes, I believe.
I'm not going to try. I respect. I'm not going to try until I have a definitive how to spell that. Not spells. Say. So we're going to respond to that video, and what's probably going to happen with that is, he's going to respond on some of the relationship part from Mr. Damien. And I'm going to respond to the gaming stuff. The gaming and gamers are unhealthy.
I mean, I'm a gamer and I'm very unhealthy, but one of the things that he points out in his video, which I found hilarious, was that if you're a gamer, you will not get quality women. Well, there's a few issues that I take with that. One, what constitutes quality women? I don't understand. That seems to be a really weird way of phrasing something. Unless you're strictly thinking of women as like objects to be earned, in which case I can understand the phrasing, but now I've got a whole boatload of other issues. However, I would like to point out that I am an overweight gamer, but at the same point, I have Pam and Emmett, so like my existence undermines his argument.
And then saying that gamers and the Mountain Dew. I can't do sugars at all.
Neither can I. I drink sweet tea that has no sugar. It's just sucralose.
Sugar makes me very, very, very ill.
Carter says, wow, I guess I have to tell my girlfriend she's not quality now.
Only if you want to die.
Yeah, pretty much. Sean says Cyrus is swimming in quality woman. How? One, again, I take issue to like the term quality woman. That just feels like a really icky term. Two, I'm not swimming in Pam. That's a strange thought. Can I just... That diving doesn't work. I can't swim in you. Can I swim? 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 Hi. How are you? I love you. That is a raised hand. What are you doing? God. You can pick your nose and you can pick your partner's, but you can't pick your partner's nose.
Gaelic. No.
Emmett, you are not trash. Stop.
I am.
Please stop that. You are not trash either. Stop it. Ripley, stop her. Ripley's not going to stop anybody. Ripley's just laying there. That's weird. But, so, as far as other episodes that are coming out on the channel soon, I don't want to get into a whole lot of them. I know that the Damien episode is coming out. I know there's going to be another Dangers of Woo episode. I know there's going to be the making of episode for Oz. And then Oz has one more request because it is March, and I'm quite concerned because Oz has a history of lots of embarrassment. So yeah, we'll figure out what that is. We'll figure out what that...
Ocean needs an adult.
Ocean needs an adult.
Is it
nah.
Ocean the adult for us?
No. I've hung out with Ocean. He is not the adult. I've hung out with Ocean a few times. I would not call him the adult. Absolutely not.
I mean, I am an adult, but I am not the adult.
I'm an adulty adult. I talk in front of a camera. That's my job. Garlic, don't fool thine self. Ah, God, sounds like a really bad episode of Dragon Ball Z. That said, sir, you're an atheist of an odd sort. Love your videos. Well, thank you, Gallo, but I don't know how I'm an atheist of an odd sort. I'm just an atheist who does things on YouTube. Maybe it's because I'm poly. I don't know. But, so aside from those episodes, most of the other episodes that are planned on the channel so far are very kind of touch and go. Because right now I don't have a lot of time to spend towards planning. In fact, I'd like to spend a little bit of leisure time playing some video games. That would be neat. But that hasn't really been an option lately. I've had like maybe a couple hours I've been able to spend on my Switch per week-ish. That's been a nice few hours. It's just not enough. Also, I see that Dave is here, Bullionator from Nonsac. How's it going, Dave? There's something to debunk a whole new way of anti-vaxxing. There's a new way of anti-vaxxing? I'm weird. Ocean versus Cirrus, polytheism versus polyamory, battle to the death. Many gods versus many partners. Okay.
My wives are at least in the flesh. Fuck you.
I mean,
Also,
depending on how a god's communicating with you. Raven comes down and pecks your eye out. Odin's mad.
All I thought was Zeus coming down and sticking his dick in everything. Just like, I'm talking with my people!
Oh, God.
Just fucking everything.
I should warn.
Jeez.
Ripley is doing the snoring thing.
Oh, Ocean. Emmett. Ocean, that implies that you're in relations with your gods. I don't know, Ocean. Does Thor hammer you on Wednesdays or on Thursdays?
Probably Thursdays.
Oof.
Thursdays make the most sense for Thor.
I mean, it is Thor's day, but if he's giving it to you, it could be on your day.
I need an adult.
Nah.
No.
You're not getting an adult here. I'm sorry. I'll just say this. You brought this on yourself. And that's fine. Oh, there is one episode that has been requested in my comment section a few times, and I might be doing, it's going to be an LHAC episode, though, because that's going to be a more monologue-style video, but a video explaining polyamory and how it works and how it's distinct from something like polygamy or polygyny.
Polygamy or polygamy?
I said polygamy or polygyny.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's an episode that I might end up doing as well. I don't really know how long that episode's going to be. It seems like it's probably going to be a short one because it's a pretty easy concept. You have partners, and sometimes your partners have partners. That's really how complicated it gets, but there have been people who have requested a fully produced episode on the topic, so I might actually do so. But we'll see. That might be a thing that I'll do this week. It'll probably be a really easy episode to knock out, so if we get into one of those situations where I have a day where, like, there's too much to do, then the episode for the next day will probably be that episode, because it will be an easier to produce episode. So that'll be good. AJS says, I have the sudden urge to ask Cirrus how his hammer's hanging. Well,
Whips out dick.
Aaron, could you hand me the hammer?
Yes, Aaron, touch and fillet his hammer.
Oh, well, slightly to the left. That's the answer to that. Slightly to the left. So, it could be slightly to the right, but it's still... Oh, yeah, no, it's super broken.
What the?
It's been broken for a year. This hammer's been broken for a long time.
How did I not notice?
I don't know. It got repaired on Shannon's channel.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, I need to actually, like, remove this, take the two halves of the hammer away, remove the stints that I put in the middle, and put an actual proper core, and that'll fix it. But right now, it's, right now, Cirrus has a limp hammer, guys.
As for Ralph, Aaron's doing okay. We're hitting a bump in the road that's a pretty decently sized bump. And we're having to deal with VA stuff to get, certain types of things that she left behind that she didn't think of when she was there to grab.
We were kind of on a time constraint when we got her, so...
And it was also me just getting up first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m.
Well, because at the time, your ex-partner was not allowing you to sleep when you wanted. They were forcing you to sleep when they wanted, so you didn't have a choice.
So I would stay up to like 10 p.m. to be up at 4 a.m. Or sometimes midnight.
Because those are the times when he wanted.
Well, sometimes he would fall asleep, and then he wanted me to hang out with him to watch him play games.
You can speak a little louder if you want.
Am I quiet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Speak with the back of your throat. That's how you project.
From the bottom of your ass!
Okay, so what would happen was he would get very, like, he wanted me to hang out with him to play games. And while that's generally okay with me, it would get in the, like, it's okay with me during the day, but when it was time for me to go to sleep, because I had to be up at 4 a.m., it got very annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just kind of trying to deal with getting some of the medication she left behind. We thought that she had grabbed Ripley's vest, so we've got to go and get another one of those. We've got to get some copied paperwork for Ripley, that way we can just have it on hand.
Yeah, because unlike...
Just kind of quality of life things.
Because unlike the city that we were in, where most of the establishments that she went to actually knew Ripley, nobody here does, so walking in with a service animal here doesn't work out as well. Not to mention, legal or not, if you've ever been to Atlanta, people are a little more terse here than they are in Florida. Not quite as much as they are if you go north to a city like New York, but the metropolitan area here does have a lot of people who are very terse and sometimes will be quite vitriolic towards service animals, because there's a lot of people here who abuse the service animal system to get any animal into an area. And
as somebody with disabilities that do require that service animal usage, it gets to be, I need Ripley.
Yeah.
I need Ripley a lot. So it's come to me needing to depend on them when we go to things like the mall yesterday. I could not bring Ripley because we don't have a vest, and I had to depend on them.
Yeah, and that was harsh.
Yep.
So...
Jack says, take a break, sirs. This is Pam's show now.
I mean, I tried to talk and not be just sitting here as, like, a taking up of spacer. So, I don't know if anybody's seen that meme. So, like it's this guy yelling at this girl, and he's just like, say hello, kitty. And she's like, hello, kitty.
Oh, God.
And he's like, I said say hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. Not from the back of your throat, from the bottom of your ass. Hello, kitty!
Ow. Okay.
That is the best meme.
Except...
I love it so much.
No amount of that is going to stop this from happening. Bonk. Sorry, no. But also, Ralph is trying very hard to get us to let him know how the house is coming. So, here's how the house is coming.
It's not.
It can't. The house is not an agent, and it does not have genitalia, so it actually lacks the ability to come. But it does have a lot. But it does have a lot of wet damage in it already. So, anyway, bad joke aside. So, we've cleaned out every room in the house, every single one. Cat falling off table.
Nope.
No.
Jack, Drake, you're both sluts.
Now's
you are
our
both
chance.
the sleuts.
Sluts! Comrade Grayson says, guys, I've got the pizza. I'll eat it entirely over stream. Oh, Jeebus. So, with the house, every room is cleared out except for the living room and the kitchen. And the living room and the kitchen are not cleared out for pragmatic reasons. The living room has some stuff that one of the guys that's helping us move stuff out wants to keep, so he has to pull those out. And then the living room also contains the desk that we're keeping from the previous owners. I've cleaned off the desk, and I have to use it whenever we're there, because when I'm there, I'm not able to stop working, because if I stop working, we don't have money to live. So I end up having to go over there and sit down and work at that desk and use my phone as a tether and use the internet off of my laptop connected to my phone's tether, because there's no internet over there. That's my only real option.
Somebody wants to see you.
Also, for Firechild in the chat, Ripley was hit and abused, and
Ripley got the physical abuse. I got a lot of psych crap.
So we're planning on picking up treats for her a little later today, so that way we can, because her ex-partner fucked up Ripley's training as a service dog. So now Ripley doesn't understand how to do her job correctly. So we're going to pick up treats later, and we're going to go through, like, a systematic kind of, like, do this, get a treat, do this, get a treat, and we're going to do that over and over until she understands that that's what her mom needs her to do at that particular time.
Yeah, we actually have to rehabilitate the service animal a little bit. That said, speaking of the treats, Skywise, if you guys have been in the Discord, you know Skywise is in the Discord, and they speak from every now and again. But they made a donation to me for treats for the animals, so that's definitely something that I wanted to go ahead and shout them out for and just thank them for. I've already thanked them in Discord, but I wanted to do it publicly here as well, because any type of financial help helps right now, because Pam did lose her job, and Aaron obviously does not have a job coming up because we just kind of whisked. So right now, the only revenue coming into the house is me. So all the financial help that you guys have given has been very, very helpful, because doing this on my own is not the most comfortable scenario. But Ralph says, sorry if it seemed I was being pesky. I recently bought my home, and I know how stressful yet exciting it can be. Oh no, it's been stressful, don't get me wrong. But it'll be fine.
They are fantastic humans. They deserve all of the love.
I am not a fantastic human.
Liar.
I'm okay.
I am fine.
I am okay.
All of the virtual hugs, and I will pass the virtual hugs to real hugs as they let me.
I want to see if we can get Ripley over here, like, on camera.
I'm trying to do, but I think the only way to do that would be to pick her up.
Come here.
Come on, Ripley.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, you lazy bum. Come here.
Emmett, I understand that you offered to do the thumbnails for free. I also understand that I have a serious problem getting artwork for free from artists outside of the fan art submissions.
There we go.
Hey, Ripley. This is Ripley.
This is the good pupper doggo.
There she is. There she is. Oz, what do you mean, is that a challenge?
Is what a challenge?
I don't understand what you mean, is that a challenge?
I think in reference to the donating for help and money thing, because remember Oz was willing to donate to get someone to clean the house.
Oz. Okay, look, here's the situation, Oz. I will not say no to donations, because I'm not in a position where I can say no. But that is also not a challenge. Do not financially cripple yourself to help us. That is my stance. It's not a challenge for you to try to donate more than you already have.
Help me get her off.
Do not think of it as a challenge.
Oh.
She is
I'll
heavy.
take her. I'll take her. I will take the rip.
Oh God.
Come here, the rip. Come here. I got her. Yeah.
And this is how you make Cirrus happy.
No, seriously, this is one of the best things that has happened here. I love dogs. I am allergic to dogs.
He
love dogs.
is really allergic, and like Ripley just keeps licking his face.
I'm also allergic to dogs.
Yeah. Luckily, though, Ripley's hypoallergenic, and I have a pack I keep on with me at all times that has my medication. So,
Hi.
medication for allergies is one of the things that's in there. Also, ibuprofen, because migraines. Yay. No, this is such
It's
a
called
cute pupper.
assholery.
Yeah, that's how somebody can abuse a pupper is by being an asshole.
He was getting ready to sell her. Like, her ex-partner was getting ready to sell Ripley. Like, that's just fucking no. So we were like, nope, not gonna happen.
Yep.
And I have let Erin know that if she tries to go back, Ripley stays with us.
Oh my god, Via the Heathen, you should totally do that. I'm going to use this situation as an excuse to tell my parents that the people I talk to online are kidnappers and see what their reaction is. I'm going to try to film it somehow. Oh, that is...
we keep the ripples.
I should
we keep
mention
the
to
air.
everybody I'm not going back to him.
Yeah, she's not.
I's happy.
But... This is the pupper.
To put it in perspective, he sold their cats 2 days before we picked her up because the cat was taking up too much of her attention. So.
Yeah, no. That is...
I'm not going back, people. That's not happening.
No. We have her here. We are taking care of her. We are trying to make sure that everything ends up okay.
She gets all of the love. She joined us in bed this morning.
That was an interesting shenanigans.
Because the cats have an... Oh, Ripley, that is the microphone. No, Ripley.
Don't lick that.
Ripley, do not lick the mic and do not lick my drink. It is okay, Ripley. It is okay. But, no, when Ripley hopped into the bed, it's weird because the cats are isolated into our room right now because they're still, like, learning to deal with the fact that there's a dog in the house. So the cats will say hi to Ripley by hissing, and then Ripley tries to growl, and then they get to this weird point where they just, like, go to neutral. And they just all just start existing until they get too close.
And then Ripley, because Ripley's first interaction with the cats was me getting scratched.
Hey, Ripley. You're so, like...
We woke her up.
You stand majestic. You stand very majestic.
We should also mention we woke Ripley up for this.
Yeah. She went over, she picked Ripley up, sat her in my lap, and now she's in here.
Alexa music says, not what I intended to subscribe to. Well, I'm sorry, but the situation is, had we not had to go get Aaron, then you would be getting regularly scheduled content like normal. But we had to go get Aaron, so there's going to be a little bit different content coming in here and there as we go do things. So, that's the situation. It is not the most ideal, but it is a situation where an abuse victim is no longer in the house getting abused. So, ideal is not the word we look for. It's whatever situation we happen to be in is just better than the previous one.
Ripley! Hi, Ripley. She's very upset. Hi.
She's also balanced on our laps too.
Like she's sliding. That's probably why she looks so fucking confused.
Yeah.
Is she sliding?
Oh god. Okay, Ripley. Oh, that is pain.
We have got to get her leg up though. Her leg is stuck. There we go.
There we are. Okay.
What's really cool about Ripley is that she also has EDS, like Aaron.
Yeah, so Aaron...
Oh.
So Aaron? Who's Aaron? Aren't you Aaron?
Hi, Ripley.
Okay, so Ripley and I both have the same condition, which is really interesting. However, dogs suck for having the condition because they get the loose skin and they don't get a lot of the joint issues. She scared herself. That was so precious. Oh my god, she scared herself. It's great because her farts scare her too.
Yes, Sean. Apparently, dogs can have EDS.
Dogs can have EDS. Once after the stream in the Discord, I will send you pictures of dogs with EDS.
Hey, Xana Harris says you have EDS. I have EDS.
I do have EDS. It's fun.
Corridor says, well, my intro to you guys was the Logic collaboration immediately into saving an abuse victim. If that was your normal... I mean, I'm not going to say that it's our normal because we don't typically run around trying to help abuse victims, like, physically. But my DMs are always open for people who need somebody to talk to. If they are... Ugh, there we go. I had to adjust myself. If you are suffering from abuse in a situation where a shoulder to cry on or somebody to talk to who can maybe help you get some information is useful, then any of us typically have our DMs open. So we do try to help people who are suffering from abuse in that way. It just happened that in this situation, there was a lot of circumstances that came together that made me go, nope, foot going down. Foot going down. Atheist T-Girl has a super chat. Because Ripley has made this live chat awesome. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. It's like when we had the kittens, the rescue kittens. Which I guess if you count cats the same way you do people, then we rescue them.
Oh, yeah. We
What else?
cats like nothing.
Because people are
else.
wondering what kind of EDS I am. I have hypermobility, which Raz got to see what that looks like with just my shoulders.
Yes.
And the poor masseuse's face.
So we went to the mall, and they have at the mall that we go to, it's $12 for a back massage. And considering that all of us suffer from back issues, that's something that we do once every 2 weeks or so, because it's cheaper than going to a chiropractor, and they do more than just try to pop your joints. They also massage the muscles that hurt. Because like when I'm sitting in this chair, it's not the most comfortable situation. Also, if you would like your Eevee back.
Yes.
But so we go to a masseuse, and pay just for the three of us. It was a little over $30. So
Yes,
it's not that
Tony.
bad.
It is Ehlers-Danlos.
Yes, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Yeah, that's what EDS is. And I have hypermobility and some cardiovascular issues such as POTS. Hence Ripley.
Yeah, that's what Ripley is there for. Since we haven't had Ripley's vest, we have had to be the people that are like keeping track of her as a result of that.
Because while Ripley does her job sometimes without the vest, she doesn't know that she's in work mode, so she doesn't necessarily try to look out for that.
I mean, she's been looking out after me today because I've been ill, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that we're trying to get from the VA is a vest for Ripley and some of the paperwork for Ripley. That way we can have it on hand.
Not to mention, it'll be good because then whenever we go, once you've got your medication and you've got the vest on Ripley, we can just have Ripley with us whenever we're going to D&D or the mall or anything like that without having to take all the
Constantly
precautions
worry,
that we
yeah.
had to last time.
Oh my... We were constantly monitoring my heart rate. We were constantly, like, making sure I didn't die.
Also, Jack said preference for donation, Super Chat or PayPal. PayPal is always the preferred method because with Super Chats, also Black Diamond did a $2 Super Chat. Aaron, look up Sam Delive in Greek and Sundry, or on Geek and Sundry. Brain. So PayPal donations are always preferred to Super Chats for a couple reasons. One, YouTube has its own amount of revenue they take away from Super Chats, which is equal to about 33 to 40% of what you pull. As an example, when we did the live stream a long time ago, getting equipment for RJ Downward, we were running the fundraiser for RJ's Evolution Hour and audiobook stuff. When we were running that, we made $500 through the channel. We received $300 from YouTube from what we pulled out of that whole ordeal. So that's the tax that YouTube takes away from that. Not to mention, I don't see any Super Chats until about a month and a half after they come in. It takes about that long for them to get into the system, and then YouTube pays out on the 21st. That's when I see them. Whereas PayPal donations have a much smaller amount taken, like less than 1%, and they're instantaneous. So if there's a preference, it's always going to be PayPal. And if you send something like that over PayPal, then let me know in the stream, because I don't look directly at my phone all the time. That way I can still give you a proper shout out the same way I would for a Super Chat or anything like that. That way you still get that, and we can still, if it's the over $20 like Emmett said earlier, then we can also get you your artwork made as well, because she's apparently forcing that as a thing. I don't get a choice.
Also, Boolinator, that's what we're going to try and do, since we don't have Ripley's vest right now, is that we're going to associate treats and the doing of his job with taking care of Aaron. So the more he takes care of Aaron, or the more she takes care of Aaron, the more treats she gets, because...
We should mention Ripley's full name is Ellen Marie Ripley.
Yeah. So...
'Cause I just wanted to put Marie in there, but her name is Ellen Marie Ripley.
But that's what we're going to try to do, is we're going to try to associate the job without the vest while we don't have the vest. That way she does it with her constantly, but we do need the vest in order for her to go out without having to fight and battle, because even though it is a federal law that you can't kick people out with a service animal, as long as you've asked them if it's a service animal, what services they provide, some people still will fight you and ask you to leave, and that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah. Even though they're not supposed to, it still happens. Also, we got Or was it?
D&D at a club. No, we played a card shop.
Yeah, there's a card shop down in Kennesaw that we play at. If you guys ever have a chance to go to it, it's called Win Condition. I'm perfectly fine giving their location because it's not the place we live at, and if they can get more people coming into their shop, that would be awesome. We do D&D down there, and then sometimes we go up to Calhoun for Fables, just because I like the card shop owner. His name's Justin, and he's a really good guy. But it's harder for us. It's progressively harder for us to go to Fables as we move closer south, and we have to go to the more the shops that are closer to Atlanta as we go closer to Atlanta. But that's why we end up having to have the vest for Ripley whenever we're there. Do you need a drink? You're doing hiccups.
Yes, Alien. I used to be super obsessed with the movie Alien, and when I got Ripley, her personality was so much Ellen Ripley from Alien. I was like, mine. And that she was super protective, she was super caring, and I was like, this is Ellen Ripley.
Jack Fisher says that it seems a weird amount, but it was rounded in pounds. So Jack just did a... let me look here. So Jack just donated $31.33 because that's apparently what it rounded to in poundage, which is poundage. That's it. Okay.
All of the lube.
Jack just gave me some poundage, guys. So Jack just donated that one. Thank you, Jack. And then we will go ahead and... well, Emmett's watching. I don't have to tell her that this is a thing. She's watching right now. So, Emmett, go ahead and hop on Discord and send Ordinary Man a message because he has done a thing. A very good thing. So do that. Also, Atheist T-Girl said earlier, dang it, I did it in Super Chats. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you donate through Super Chat or you donate through PayPal, it doesn't matter to me. Either way, I'm perfectly happy and I'm super thankful for you doing it. But the question was asked, is there a preference? And the preference is PayPal. AJS says, I haven't played actual D&D in years. I started playing in 1980 with a Magenta Basic Starter Box. We're playing 5th edition, and I may or may not have recently ordered 140
dice.
Yeah. No, more than that, technically, because we got a set of 7... we got another set as well. 164 dice. Because I was playing a Paladin, and I got tired of having to ask to borrow other people's dice for me to actually, like, do my rolls properly, because Paladins have a lot of random fucky modifiers on their attacks. So I was finally like, you know what, I'm just going to get a bunch of extra die. Screw it. Luckily, Amazon was running a sale, 140 dice, so 20 sets of D&D die for $25. So
Comrade
that was
Grayson
cool.
is weak. Couldn't get past the halfway point on that pizza. Come on, man.
Finish the whole pizza.
Finish it.
Do it.
Do it. It is forever worth it. No, it's not. I want actual pizza now.
Gainer says still not enough dice. It's not enough dice, but it's
enough
enough.
dice.
It's enough for now.
I want to get a little like.
I was
Character for
unaware
character.
that he ordered this 120 dice because we already have our set of 20 in. So that's great.
Wait, you mean the set I'm talking about is the set that you have already.
Really? That's
Yes.
the set of the 120 piece, not 120
Yes,
sets.
not 120 sets of dice. 120
okay,
dice.
I was like, bitch, where the fuck did you get that money from?
No, I don't have enough money for that many dice. No. I've not been able to spend a lot of money on leisure stuff, so like I spent $30. I'm sorry.
Jacob, thank you.
I like
Thank
Pathfinder
you.
better. I hear a lot of people say they like Pathfinder better, but
Pathfinder's like all the old D&Ds plus some really cool extra stuff.
Be on the ground.
It's a lot more fun, and then you get percentile rolls, which get really
Wait.
fucking interesting.
Believe in the me that believes in the you that can finish that pizza.
Munstrum Ridkley, I think. I'm just gonna say Munstrum. Munstrum said I left tabletop for Magic the Gathering, and I left that for Elder Scrolls 3, 4, and 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now.
For the stream.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say this right now. I played tabletop, and I didn't leave it for Magic, but you know,
It's so fucking warm in here.
that's
man.
fine. I still have Magic stuff, still have Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and White stuff as well, and then I also still play other stuff on here as well. So I just do all of them. Oh, yeah, but your asswipe. He's just gonna be your asswipe now. Does that work?
No! No! Process that statement.
Damn it. This is the lewd stream.
I wasn't nowhere near there.
Okay,
Not currently.
X-ass white. Better?
No.
X-ass hole.
Okay, better.
I'm trying not to assign personhood.
Please assign personhood.
Damn it.
Marie!
Marie, if for Exacto
These
and I...
two cannot keep me not
For real,
smiling.
Exacto and I love you
Okay.
guys. Nice to see you smile, Aaron. Heart emoji.
So these
Why
two
did you say it that way?
Heart emoji.
Oh my god, no!
Heart
Stop!
emoji.
Stop!
Heart emoji.
This is madness! Stop it!
So with these two around, it is nigh impossible to not smile and laugh because these two together is the funniest fucking shit.
She
Watches
literally
us fight all the time.
She literally like had to pull me aside and she's like, "Are you guys okay? You guys seem to like fight a lot." And we were like, "That's just us bouncing off of one another and like being sarcastic assholes, which is just our personality."
If anybody wants to know why I'm comfortable whenever I'm like in a live debate, even when it's about something really touchy like abortion, like when I've been on Non Sequitur Show, there's a reason for that. I'm comfortable being a snarky ass to my opponent while also maintaining composure because that's our relationship.
She literally, like, Erin, when she first saw us, like, going back and forth, she's just like, "Are you guys okay?" We're like, "Yes, we're okay. If I can't tell him to go fuck himself and he can't tell me to, like, go shit in a hole somewhere, what kind of couple is that? I don't want to have to, like, oh, no, I can't say that word. I'm in the South." No, I'm going to tell him to go fuck himself, and he's going to tell me to go fuck myself, and then we're going to eat cake.
Yeah, that was not acceptable to me. What was it? It wasn't acceptable to me. It was not an acceptable relationship situation for me.
Like, it's just...
Oz, I refuse.
Like, I can't tell you how much, like, how many comments she's given me just for how we bounce off of one another.
Hi.
Got a third left of the pizza. You got this, comrade.
You
We
can do
believe in
this.
Grayson! Everybody, get some pizza emojis in the chat for Grayson! You can do it!
And now I want actual pizza.
We'll
That's
get
going
pizza.
to make me sicker.
We'll get pizza.
No, I want pizza with the tomato sauce, but that's not only going to make me
No,
sicker,
you're gonna-
it's
we're
You
going to
can't.
make me
Ha-
dead.
you can't have pizza with tomato sauce. You're allergic. Stop it. Get some help. By the way, it's
we can get-
Munstrom Ridcully. Okay.
We can get you pizza, but it's gonna be white cheese sauce.
I haven't actually read Discworld, so that's why I don't recognize it. I still need to read Discworld at some point.
I believe in, what's his fucking face? Comrade Grayson. I wanted to call him Gromrad Grayson.
Grom-
I was like, what the fuck? That's not his name.
Gromrad. Look
Yes!
at all the pizza emojis. Oh, God.
Yes, finish it!
It's destructive. This pizza has no tomato sauce. Well then, man's got sauce.
I just want... Okay, maybe just order pizza with tomato sauce. Y'all can have it, but I want to sniff it.
I want the one with cheese sauce. I like that.
Yes. Munstrom. Yes, Daggerfall's the best. That's how I learned how to read.
Do it. Do it. Peer pressure from the internet, comrade. Peer pressure from the internet.
Trickster has hopped on and said hello. How's it going, Trickster?
You run.
You know, the stream's gotten weird. It's been very weird. So, yeah, no, if you want an ample time to run, now's an ample time to run. It's a good idea. We are only going to be online for about another 6-ish minutes, something like that. But, you know, definitely do a run.
Eat it, comrade. Eat
Do not
it.
trust.
Yes.
So I just want to sniff the tomato sauce.
I would be afraid that you would lick it and die.
Would you like me to just open up a jar of tomato sauce and you can just give it a sniff? I'll microwave it too so it's warm. I'll microwave...
Okay.
Let's
So,
see.
Mark, Caesar, that's a great idea, except some pizza places use pesto sauce with tomato seeds. That's a thing.
Yeah, that doesn't work out.
Comrade Grayson says he's dying. We believe in you.
It's okay, Comrade Grayson.
I want pictures in the chat when you're done. Comrade
there-
Grayson.
Is that Comrade Grayson? You can do it. Now, I think the best thing to do, honestly, like let's be 100% honest with one another. The best thing to do, if you think you're going to die, is eat a ton of pizza, so you can at least die in a pizza coma.
Yeah. If you're going to die and you absolutely 100% know you're going to die, order a pizza and just,
Jack says, no pressure, dude, but I'm going to buy Cirrus pizza if you eat yours.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Do it. We want pizza.
Oh, jeez.
Now,
no.
are you buying the pizza
Stop.
Yes.
for
No.
us, or are you buying the pizza for you to eat to say it's for us?
Doesn't matter either way. If he wants to buy pizza for us, I'll be happy. I'll definitely send updates in Discord. Cirrus.
Yes, it's the tomato that she's allergic to.
I am deathly allergic to tomatoes.
Yeah, which is bad. Comrade Grayson, I'm waiting for your updates in Discord. I see none. How much will pizza cost you, Cirrus? What place would we be getting pizza from? Not Domino's?
Never Domino's.
Not Domino's.
Domino's is bad.
I've had too much Domino's from the time that she was working at Domino's.
Well, I was going to say not Domino's because her boss.
Yeah.
Well, there's another Domino's.
No, it's not Domino's. The answer is not Domino's.
I don't care. I will not support Domino's because your ex-boss.
You can't say that. Because that's slander.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely stop.
No, I personally just won't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But you gotta chill.
Yeah, which means that after this, we now have to take this video down.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's just the nature of things. So, you guys got to see the video. If you guys have seen it live, then that's cool. But otherwise, definitely have to pull that off. I might. There is an option. Well, no, I don't get to see the live chat either way. The other option would be me cutting off the end, which is a thing I could do.
Mm-hmm.
But
You can't just cut off that portion, though?
YouTube, you can only trim ends.
Mm.
I'd have to pull the video down completely and cut out that portion and then re-upload. Either way, I will lose the live chat. So, no, it'll probably end up being like Papa John's.
Yeah.
Papa John's, most of the pizzas there, like $15 to $20 per pizza, I think, something like that.
Ish.
So
I just want pizza with tomato sauce.
You're not gonna
you
get
can't
it.
have it.
I just want to sniff it.
No. If I can pull it down and edit that part out, but the problem is that it's a live show. So two things will happen. One, the live chat will be gone, because if you guys have noticed, normally right over there's a live chat feed, but there's some issues and the live chat feed isn't actually going on. So, as we don't have a live chat feed, we are having to work without. And since we don't have it, the only way we'll have it is in the actual YouTube settings. Well, once you edit any part of the video out, then you lose the live chat feed that's here. That's gone forever and gone.
I believe in you. I believe 4 more slices. 4 more slices.
Comrade Grayson has given us the little bit. That's not even 4 more slices. That's
3 whole slices. 3 whole slices.
Those aren't even whole slices. Who cuts pizza like that? What is this madness? I'm so confused. I don't... That's the first time I've seen a pizza cut like that. At least, like, around one. I've seen square pizza cut that way. But this is weird.
Well, also, I'm going to assume not America.
Could be just not America. Yeah, that would make sense. Copy the live chat and put it back in the video manually. Oh, dear, that would be a pain.
That's Jeremy.
I know, that's why he's being a pain. For those who aren't aware, Jeremy's my meta, and he's being a pain in the ass.
A meta is like someone that your partner is dating, but you are not dating. So, like, Gaelic is dating Jeremy, but we are dating Emmett.
Yeah.
So, metas.
Cirrus, those are breadsticks. Agreed, that's not pizza. That's breadsticks.
I mean, you could copy the entire live chat, and I will individually put each comment back in.
Oh, dearie Fark.
Hi, all.
No, I'm not doing that. That's too much pain. There's too much pain. Said you come to Canada in the summer, not the winter. We eat pizza and squares here, too. And that's a perfect time for us to end the show. Because that is crazy. That is strange. No, it's not strange. We drive on the right side of the road, and that's not how it works in, like, the rest of the world, so... Oh, well. That said, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream and the updates and the information on what's been going on. If you did, let us know in the comment section below and all that fun stuff. We will be heading out and then getting back to other work stuff. So, see you guys.